Greetings, M Squared here, and today we are going to refresh our memories on evaluating functions. So there's three different kinds of functions we're going to do today, and this is part of your asynchronous work for the week. So when we have a function, remember the name of the function is this little thing right here, we say f of x. And when I am asked to find f of -6, what they're saying is, hey, x just changed to 6. Find out what this equals when f is -6. So when I say what's f of -6, I take out all of the x's and I replace them with whatever number they just told me to, which in this case is -6. And then I just simplify. I need to remember my order of operations. So right now there's multiplication and addition, and I always would multiply first before I add. So half of -6, or 1/2 times -6, is -3. Then I have to add 4. -3 plus 4 is 1. So f of -6 is equal to 1. That would be my answer. Let's try this one. Now we notice now we have an exponent, and we have two different places where x is. It doesn't matter how many x's we have. If it says to find f of -2 wherever the x is, I am going to put my new number that they tell me. So I'm going to switch colors so you can see it a little better. So they're telling me find f of -2, which means I substitute -2 for x. I take the x's out and I put -2 in for every x that I see. Notice there's no more x's. Order of operations is my next thing. So I have multiplication going on, I have exponents or powers, I have subtraction and more multiplication. Well, order of operations says to do parentheses, but there's nothing to do in the parentheses. These just mean to multiply. And then exponents. So I actually have to do this first. There's a lot of 2's there. I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to multiply it by -2 squared. So first I'm going to say -2 squared. -2 times -2 is 4. So I've just simplified it to get rid of exponents. The next thing I do, order of operations would say to multiply before I subtract. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 4 times a -2 is -8. 4 times -2, -8. So now I can subtract, but subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding a positive. So my answer is 16. So f of -2 equals 16. That's another way to write it. Okay, here we notice that x is now an exponent. So we've got to be careful with that. We're going to find, it doesn't mean multiplication. We have to find f of 4, which means I'm going to take the x out and put the 4 in for x. Right? That 4 goes in for every x I see. Now I need to figure out what 2 to the 4th is. Remember, that means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. So I have 16 plus 5, and that would get me 21. So f of 4 equals 21. Now remember, each time I'm taking out the x and plugging in what they're telling me to plug in. Oh, we already did this one. That is not the one I wanted there. Let's try this one. We'll do this one. Okay, so f of x is -3x squared plus 11. So I'm going to find f of 3, which means I'm going to take the x out and I'm going to put the 3 in. So I'm going to take the x out wherever I see the x and put the 3 in. Did I just mess that up? That's supposed to be a 2. Taking the x out. It was a 2. It's supposed to be a 2. Sorry about that. All right, so order of operations, I don't multiply first, I don't add first, I do exponents first. So I have -3 times 3 squared. And what is 3 squared? It is 9. Now I do -3 times 9, which is -27, and I add it to 11. -27 plus 11 is -16. So I have f of 3 equals -16. So that is how we evaluate functions. You should be familiar with this because we did it a chapter or two ago. So good luck with that. M Squared signing out.